So Asmongold just reacted to the ARC drama that has been occurring for the past 2 weeks, where 93 players got banned on official servers by Snail Games, and I'm very interested to see what he has to say, so let's check it out.
The biggest video game corruption news of the year. 93 players in ARC Survival were banned after raiding a rival tribe who got them banned by the publishers of the game with no explanation. Absolute insanity that needs to be answered. Here we go. Let's take a look at the video.
I love that he's just finding out about this.
A large amount of structures, resources, armor pieces, explosives.
Yeah, documented a lot of this.
Hold on, I need subtitles.
A product of our hard work and dedication over the past 13 days. And so we teleported over and started the ascent to the space. Foundation by foundation, we were inching closer and closer.
Yeah.
Typical ARC. Typical PvP.
Okay.
We were overwhelming them on all grounds, and we were soon able to
Asmon seems very disinterested at this point.
soak some of their main turrets. We were tightening the rope around T, just like they did to every tribe on Conquest for the past 5 years. We did it in a legit way. We even forbid our players from bringing any fabricated snipers. All 93 of us were banned from Conquest servers forever, except the guy that took the screenshot, obviously. Also, I would like to mention that our ban is issued by Snail Games, and we can still play on Wildcard enforced servers, so that is all other official servers, but we cannot play on Snail Games enforced servers.
See, this is really interesting. I haven't watched this video yet, but this is really interesting because it seems like Wildcard knows that Snail Games is corrupt and have like kind of given them their own bubble of self-containment, which I feel like is a W for the game, but also what else are you supposed to do? You know, maybe just don't play on Conquest servers if they're run by Snail Games who are corrupt, allegedly.
And if we get banned by Wildcard, we cannot play on any servers on the official network. This is a little strange, and it leads me to believe that Wildcard knows that Snail Games ban players forcefully, so Snail Games bans don't transfer over to Wildcard enforced servers.
Oh, interesting.
What the fuck? Now, I've got to tell you something, all right? I think this is a W developer moment, and let me explain why. I've played this game, and this game makes Bleak Faith look like Final Fantasy 16. This is one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life. The devs put them out of their misery.
No! But was it in 2015? Because it sucked.
Developers saw, hey, these guys have farmed so much stuff. They played our game so much. We don't want any further harm to come to them. We're going to ban them right now. The devs saved them from themselves. Exactly.
That is an L take, Asmongold. You gotta try it again, man. You gotta try it again with the new map, Fjordur. Bro, it's a different game, I promise.
Everybody, hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We greatly appreciate your support on these kind of videos so we can do more of these in the future. Today we talk about some of the biggest corruption in video games that we have seen throughout this year. It's all around the game ARC Survival Evolved, and despite whether or not you are a fan of the game, it's some insane news that you might just not believe. It's a story that went viral weeks ago. We have now spoken to one of the leaders of the team that was involved in 93 players being banned. Look how clean his mic is. The one we spoke to, XFIBO, was actually one of those players. They were falsely banned, potentially by the publisher of the game, that being Snail Games, in some shady behavior
allegedly
favoring another
it was
tribe in the
them
game known as T. And it gets way crazier than that. So if you guys don't know ARC Survival, you got a bunch of tribes, a lot of diehard teams out there.
I mean, look how bad this game looks. Bro, this looks like it came straight out of 2007. How does anybody play? It's so bad. What is this?
Bro, no. Yeah, okay, this looks like garbage. This is a hot fucking dog shit looking game right here. All right, I agree with that. This is what PvP players do to make them see other players better. They're adjusting the initialization file of the game. This is actually what the game can look like if it's given proper care and good graphics settings and no adjustments to the initialization settings. So while I understand your ignorance here, Asmongold, it is not the entirety of the game. This is just what PvP players' games look like. And yeah, it does look like shit. So I'll give you that. If you've never seen what a good one looks like, fair enough.
In groups of players, XFIBO belongs to the team known
it's
as
like if they made
Island Boys.
RuneScape in
I mean,
2003.
These guys have spent thousands upon thousands of hours, at one point spending 15,000 hours to build up their base. And
yeah, so the developers did them a favor. They banned them because it's just like, this game is so bad. We're going to put you out of your fucking misery.
I wonder how many people actually follow along with his sentiment of the game, and maybe that's why it's not more popular. Who knows?
Resources, just to give you a better idea of how devoted these guys are. When you think about RuneScape and RuneScape clans and the diehard RS players, you can equally compare that to the diehard Ark Survival players that are still
really
playing
into
the
it.
game. But for Ark Survival, the servers are split up into two groups. You have the majority of servers, which are hosted by Wildcard, the developer of the game, and you still have some official servers hosted by Snail Games, the publisher of the game. And this is where the Group T, a team and a tribe that has been accused of shady behavior in their past, that is where they like to stay. Those official servers hosted by Snail Games. Can you go into a bit more detail about T in this instance, as well as their past, as to why they've had some potentially shady behavior?
Yes, in this instance, in this wipe, a few days prior to us getting banned, they also attacked another tribe, and they got all of their members banned as well. We're talking about 100-ish players again. I cannot.
So this isn't even the first time it's happened.
About the specifics of this situation, as I'm not fully aware of the circumstances, but I am pretty sure that it was a false ban as well. But they have been doing this for years. We have proof of Snail Games employees asking, spending $140,000 to DDoS servers, to DDoS their own games servers, in order to gain advantage over other tribes.
I didn't even know that. $140,000 to DDoS their own servers? What the fuck, bro? Oh my god, dude. That's fucked up.
We have...
That sounds like bullshit. I don't believe that. Well, all right, you have the evidence. Let me see it. I believe that, bro. Yeah.
Messages where the owner, or sorry, the CEO of Snail Games threatens to forge evidence against the co-founder of Wildcard, Jeremy Steiglitz, in order to influence him into decisions. And we believe that T has strong connections to Snail Games, and Snail Games employees might be playing in T, and they have been abusing their powers since Ark's official network is up. So this has been going on for years. And
so basically the group they raided, these guys think had developers on it, and whenever they actually raided them and almost beat them, the developers banned everybody who was raiding them.
Close. I wouldn't say developers. I would say Snail Games, the owners of Ark. I don't think they actually do any developing of the game. I think they just have all of the money for the game. I don't think the developers have... I mean, maybe, but there have been videos like kind of defending the actual developers of the game, and Snail Games is, I think they're the publisher, something like that. They have all the money, basically. They own the company, so it's not the developers. It's close, though.
Okay.
Something needs to change.
And it was on those official servers where the Island Boys tribe and XFIBO, who we spoke to, they decided, hey, we want to legally raid T, one of the other biggest tribes in the entire game. Also, just in case you guys don't know, T has faced several accusations of false bans of players. They've also been accused of DDoSing servers while they're losing fights illegally.
So this group of people, they're like the bad guys.
They're like bandits.
It's not like this is just some group of elite players and they just happen to raid them. No, these guys are assholes.
Obtaining items, and in this case, falsely banning 93 players who were attacking them and beating them in the game. If that's not petty, I don't freaking know what is. So
if you think about it, it is kind of like a hero versus villain arc, and the villains just keep winning.
The general gist of this story is you have the Island Boys, a rival tribe who go onto these Snail Games servers, and yes, they spend tons of time and thousands of hours building up their base and resources to legally attack another tribe known as T. T has plenty of past accusations of shady behavior, and once they—
Well, they shouldn't have done that, bro. Like, the Island Boys fucked around and found out.
are losing this fight, well, all of a sudden, 93 players are banned by Snail Games, causing the whole community to uproar and say, okay, what the heck has actually happened here? Like, how is this even possible for a game to have this happen and to have no response or explanation be published? Which, by the way, still have yet to hear about any of this from Wildcard or Snail Games.
As a PvE player myself, I find a lot of this hard to digest and hard to believe, because on the PvE side of things, bro, it's just so magnificent. The game is wonderful. But the PvP side of things, it just seems like the worst collection of events that could have possibly happened happens to the PvP is already hard enough. It's like the hardest PvP in any video game ever. Tarkov is easy compared to this, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I really feel for the PvP players going through all of this stuff.
Well, that's probably smart. They shouldn't say anything about it. Because the thing is that if they did it, they're not going to come out and say they did it, so they have to lie. And so people are going to say they're lying. And if they didn't do it, then people are going to say they're lying too. So they shouldn't say anything. Now, it's actually the right option. Yes, say nothing.
Probably go get banned. I would assume that's what's going to happen. For the next few hours, a large group of our tribe farmed and prepared for the raid.
Oh my
Some were
god.
crafting items, others were defeating boss fights.
Bro, that's
many
like
were getting invited on T's server.
It's like a fucking citadel.
T were in a chat of a name-botting, speed-hacking streamer begging him to find us and kill us.
Aimbotting, speed hacking streamer? Oh my fucking god.
Told you, man.
And protect the
PvP is
server,
whack in
which
this
allowed
game.
us to start building our FOB. We transferred a large amount of structures, resources, armor pieces, explosives, and dinos to T's server. All of these items, a product of our hard work and dedication over the past 13 days. And so, we teleported over and started the ascent to T's base. Foundation by foundation, we were inching closer and closer.
Oh, this was the intro. This is actually how it goes, by the way.
Overwhelming them on all grounds, and we were
Slow.
able to soak some of their main turrets. We were tightening the rope around T, just like they did to every tribe on Conquest for the past 5 years. We did it in a legit way. We even forbid our players from bringing any fabricated snipers. If T sees you using a Fabi, they will ban you almost instantly. We were fighting them.
I cannot get over the way this game looks.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. But the fact that a tribe will ban another tribe for using an item in the game, bro, they're banning people for using fabricated snipers? What the fuck, bro? That's, like, totally fine. That just seems... Man, that's like aimbotting in Overwatch. That's like spin botting in FPS video games. Like, what do you get out of this? You get to keep your base? Go play a different game. Like, it's wow. Wow, and let's hear what he has to say about the graphics again, because it is bad. From this perspective, it's bad.
Oh my god.
On their terms, and we were winning.
I played it with McConnell, and they said, Asmon, don't jump while you're on the boat. And I said, why? And I jumped. I fell through the floor and drowned.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And that
Graphics aside, I'll give him that. That's pretty fucking annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully they fix stuff like that in ASA.
they decided that fair enough.
There it is. They're all banned.
All 93 of us were banned from Conquest servers forever, except the guy that took the screenshot, obviously.
Like, I guarantee you, if this blew up in any other space, and I keep on bringing it back to RuneScape, because most recently RuneScape also had some potential, you know, moderators being, you know, maybe involved in some suspected activity. It went viral.
It was pretty obvious that it was what it was. It was pretty. It was a pretty obvious situation that was obvious. Everybody knew what it was.
I don't play RuneScape. I don't know what they're talking about.
And guess what Jagex did?
Yeah.
They responded because they had to, because they listened to their community. In this community alone, for Ark Survival, we are talking about millions of views around this story and a lot of uproar and people being like, what the heck is going on? And still zero response.
Oh, so there's a wait. Is this another one? Banned for attacking T equals snail. Wait. So
there's a ton of them, yeah.
Multiple different. Oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
Now, I do want to clarify
insane.
that
it
the members
is.
of the Island Boys, the 93 players that were banned, they were only banned from the Snail Games servers. They can still go play on the wildcard servers.
Yeah, sure.
Is like it for what typically with other games, if you're found guilty on one server, that would probably overlap to both kinds of servers. And now there's a lot of suspected allegations going towards Snail Games. Why would you be favoring a tribe like T so much? Why would you be involved in this shady?
Well, it's because they probably have people on that in that group, right? I mean, it's just, again, you know, for me, I'm the kind of guy, if it makes sense, it's probably true. That's where I start. Yeah, if I think about this, this makes sense, yeah, it's probably what's happening.
Behavior without properly responding, and especially with the evidence and POV coming from the Island Boys clearing their names of at least some, if not all, of these accusations, the community has to wonder what's going on between Wildcard and Snail Games. How does something like this continue without any sort of response?
And there's infinite speculation on all of this from all sorts of different creators, particularly Hod. You should check out his perspective on the relationship between Wildcard and Snail Games. He believes that Wildcard is being held hostage almost by Snail Games because Snail Games has all the money. It's really intriguing. If you're interested in more of this, I would check out that video next. I'll link it in the description.
Because if there is no guilt, then a response and clarification at the very least is needed. I talked to XFibo about...
Nah, it doesn't matter what they say, because if they say we're not in the guild, people are going to say you're in the guild. If they say that it wasn't, that people were cheating, they're going to say they weren't cheating. Like, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that you can do about it.
This is a dude's livelihood. It's how he provides for himself and his family, and it's a game that he truly loves and wants to see the better for. And he's got to deal with stuff like this.
I would like to. I would like for people to know that Ark has a great community. Everyone is very welcome in this community, but it is not safe right now. It is not good for you right now, and yeah, I hope things change for the future. I hope this video helps. I hope this changes Wildcard and Snail Games.
It won't.
And they start caring about more about their community. First of all, they had.
Bro, I don't care what anybody says. I know it looks like, bro, I don't think Wildcard or Snail Games give a shit about their community. Maybe a little bit, but man, it just doesn't look like it. There's some things that they could do a lot better that would make the community, myself included, feel like they actually give a shit about us. They listen to some things, and they give us like creature votes and stuff like that, but like, I don't know, that's free ideas for them, basically. Like, it's a business idea to use the community. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that they could do to make their community feel a lot better about the game in general, especially for people that have literal thousands of hours in the game. You know what I mean?
Hasn't been a response to this. Second of all, these two companies have never met a deadline in their lives.
No.
I've been following this game for 7 years.
I could tell that they haven't met a deadline because I saw what the game looked like.
Single deadline has been met ever.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
There are also a lot of money-driven decisions, and yeah. Keep an eye out. And,
that's something different.
We'll let you know if things get better, and you can come join our community.
Xfibo, I can't thank you enough for the time, man, and explaining everything. And I hope the best of luck for this situation. And hopefully, freaking some more eyes on this can help it out.
Thank you for even having me. This is huge for us. This is huge for the whole ARC community. And yeah, we can't thank you.
Agreed.
We have a lot more.
Especially with freaking Asmongold reacting to it now.
But just this is it for now. We can take it from here. And yeah, thank you for helping us so much.
So what do you guys think? We will get to the bottom of this. If there is a good enough response on this, we'll maybe do a bit of a deeper dive on Wildcard and Snail Games. So if you want that,
I want to see where the evidence is of the employees spending $140,000 to DDoS other servers. I feel like this just kind of got, it's like, oh yeah, they did this. All right, let's move on. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. What did you just say? Like, that sounds like quite an accusation, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, that is a massive. And then also that one of the people that work there threatened to basically like form evidence or lie about somebody else that worked there in order to make them look bad. I think this is quite an accusation. I want to see evidence for it. Yeah, I documented a lot of this on a YouTube channel. Well, that's fine, man. And I'm not saying they're lying. I'm saying I want to see. That's it. Show how bad max ARC max graphics are at max settings. Guys, like, can you please stop making excuses for this garbage game? Like, stop it. Like, even if the graphics are good, the dinosaurs move like they got programmed in there by a 5-year-old. That's like
some of them.
Literally, a middle schooler could have done better pathing. It's a game that was invented by a middle schooler. That it looks like it was programmed by a middle schooler too. I don't care how good the dinosaur.
Dude, that's really harsh, but there's so many fucking horrible bugs in this game. Yeah.
Looks if they go. That's what they are. I've played the game. They're garbage. I'm sorry. It's just the game looks like shit. It plays like shit. Everything about it is shit. The only thing that's good is the idea. The idea of ARC survival is awesome. The implementation of that idea is the problem.
It is dog shit implementation. But if you can get past the bugs, if you can overcome some of the ridiculous bugs that happen in this game, it is one of the best survival experiences you can have in all of survival games, to be honest.
That's it. Why is the game so popular? I don't know. How long ago did you play it? Maybe a year ago.
A year ago?
Let me know. But go show Xfibo and all of his teammates some love. We're not done with this yet. Till next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here sometime soon.
Maybe I should try to talk to some of these guys and see what they have to say. It feels like a game that never came out of early access. Why is it popular? You know what else is popular? Twilight movie series, and that was dog shit. Well, I mean, if a lot of other people like the game, I'm happy for them. And listen, if you like your game and you're having fun playing ARC Survival, I am happy for you. But I'm not, because I think it's bad. Because I played it and it felt bad. So
don't blame you.
But it's not for me. If you like it, I'm happy for you. But it doesn't look good. Sure you don't like, but the game is good?
That's fair.
I think objectively, the game is like bad. I think objectively it is bad. These are objective facts about the game. The dinosaurs move in, like, the terrain collision is garbage. Look at that.
He's got a point. I feel like the looks of the game, though, he is looking at arguably the worst possible version of the game. And maybe this is just copium, but I don't know, man. I get some incredible shots with ARC on high and epic settings. I don't know. It looks fantastic. I don't know. There are some other problems, and it is not anywhere close to as smooth as other games are. So, I don't know. I feel like he's at least got some ground to stand on, you know what I mean?
This is undeniably bad. This is completely objective. This isn't an opinion. Whenever your feet up to your knees sink through a bed.
I see what he's saying. Yeah.
It is garbage.
Yeah, fair.
Stop trying to defend this.
Fair.
Or guess what you're going to have? More of this.
Fair.
You know what? Maybe if the people that played Ark actually quit the game and said, hey, we're not going to play this until you make it better, maybe you'd actually have a good game. I mean, it's right there. It's right in front of you.
That is so fair, man. It's so fair. I have been telling myself that if they don't fix the bugs in Ark Survival Ascended, that I'll back out. Maybe he's got a point. Maybe I really should back out if they don't fix the bugs. I don't know. We'll see. I'll link this video to you in the description. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next one. Bye.